Here's my love letter to the people. My non-sexual sentiment sent from the heart. From the best of the best with breast if misogyny casts me the part. So I hope my sarcasm drips like a whip on the back of a modern-day slave as you enjoy these sports. Then speaking of TV, don't believe me, but there's no reality of these implants and imports. It may sound insane, but instead let's inject knowledge into our cultures. Overhype the assets of diversity and unity with you and me to undermine our reproachers. Tell my ancestors I thank you for their slavery and their bravery to endure, to struggle to birth me through the worst with words of wisdom as the cure. In a society that's blended and dependent on the migration of hope. Cause often it seems we deem these dreams as personal fails and leave them to their losses to cope. She with a needle or syringe on a bench, but still depend on that government check. He becomes a shooter whose approval with a Ruger with more than military grade specs. That's government aid, PTSD, and supplying the hood with the knocks. So when cops see my locks, they quick to blurt me with a stop. It's cause they dread the approval who's a shooter. Nothing dreadful about my locks. So stop being the stereotypical type, ripe with anger and rage. You end up assembling the masses with mind comp. See how you engage with Hitler's favorite page? It's cause you're too afraid to challenge your intellect with open dialect with those around you. Connected with the world through electronics back so foreign to ebonics. Hate the way we say dogs don't share where they stay, and if you make a nigga love it, he won't need gunplay. Dog you cause the hood feed him faster, it's just basic economics. You see a criminal. I see a businessman who doesn't have a legal business yet. Cause these hood jobs ain't legal in the eyes of some people. So here's an I love you from the people you choose to forget. Who's selling CDs, couple of doobies with movies to feed their kids at home. You see animals who breed more broken, and as a token of the force, become our father's clones. In a way, every day become a play in a GTA San Andreas mission. In a reckless game, just a pawn to respond, no regard for who goes missing. They forgot Brenda had a baby all alone, and now little homie should be 26 years old. But dad was gone, Pac was gone, another uncle taken by who paid in the aid of those who slave patrolled. They rather plant some weed than plant a seed to help these men grow. Fuck Trump, Donald had 6 bankruptcies. But these kids get no monopoly, no property, no advance but 3 strikes and they don't pass go. And there's still no stopping it. See, I cared more for the world than it's ever cared for me. So don't wonder how I see you before you see me. Shoot, your life or mine, they're gonna be asking for ashes because I plan to leave you in the debris. To be fair, you don't care who's on welfare cause it's not you. So I share a prayer with those in fear their worst nightmares make come true. This is for us, a letter from the bottom, from someone not afraid to admit it. From the descendant who's reminiscent of how we got here and won't let you forget it. A slave ship boat rocked, but Aaliyah's 4-page letter taught me to hold it steady. So be prepared, we uprising and war ready. Battle